Let's move along to the other kinds of queries. Next is insert. The primary difference between inserts and selects is that when you're selecting the table, instead of selecting from the table name, you're going to insert into the table name. The second thing is that there's two different formats you can follow. There's the one that they have here as their example, which lists the columns and then sets the values. If we were to enter values for these, and we're going to remove ID since that one auto increments, we don't actually want to assign any values there. And then we were to just replace these with Bobby Holmes. When we run this one, you can see Bobby Holmes was inserted into our database and the ID was auto increment. Now, the other format that you can use is insert into name, and instead of breaking them out into different sections, you can have set, which is a keyword, first name equal to Sandy, comma, last name equal to Meeks. And if we hit go, you can see that that also got inserted. Now, which format you use is entirely up to you. If there's only one or two values, it's often easier to use the second one. But when you're doing a big list of values, this one's much more efficient. Now we're going to move on to deletes. Deletes are one of the more interesting ones because they're very dangerous. As you can imagine, you don't want to lose your data. So it's much like a select. You delete from table and you have your where condition. Now, the reason they're dangerous is because if you don't do anything to this where condition, it's going to delete everything. So you have to be really careful what you're deleting. So it's often wise to actually run a select so that you can see the data before deleting it. So we're going to run a select, and we'll select star. And to do this as an example, we'll just say where ID equals 5. If we run this, then we can see which record we're going to delete, Sam Johnson. So I'm going to go back to the SQL, paste in the query we had, change select star to just delete. And when I run it, it will delete that record. You can see we no longer have an ID of 5 in here. Next we have updates. Updates use the format update, table name, and then it does set column equal, just like the second set of inserts we saw. So if I were to set, again, we don't have to do ID. Actually, we could do ID in this case because we're not inserting a value. Of course, we don't usually want to mess with those, but just to show you how it works, I'm going to set ID equal to 5 since I know there's not a 5 because we just deleted it. And then first name will be set to Bully Thompson. Now again, your where is going to be important because you don't want to update everything. And if you ran this, it would update everything. So we have to insert our where, and we'll do where ID currently equals 10. We'll update that to 5, and that way we can see the change. And if I hit go and look at the data, you can see we now have a 5 of Bully Thompson, but we don't have a 10 because that one was updated. And that's how to do inserts, updates, and deletes. That's it for this video. Next time, we will begin discussing some more advanced concepts and query techniques. Brought to you by CreativeOnlineSchool.com.